guys, I'm Rodin. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the weekly intuitive astrology reading for August 22nd to the 28th of August. A lot of stuff going on astrologically speaking. So the way that this works, for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I go over the astrology of the week. I give you my 2 cents on it. I am by no means a master astrologer. This is just something I've always enjoyed doing, and so I just like sharing it with you guys. And I do it for myself personally, for my own natal chart anyway. So I figured it's fun. Why not? I go over the astrology, and I also open myself up for any messages that want to come forward about what's going on for the period of time I'm trying to focus on. And I also pull cards if I feel called to it, which I almost always do. Okay. Also, anybody who has liked, commented, shared, subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. It really does support the channel and help me grow. It's really just me. And for those of you who are not, by all means do so if you feel inclined to do so. Okay. I'm eager to get into these notes because as I was writing my notes, every time I go over my astrology notes, I get channeled messages sometimes about the things that I'm looking into. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place because I'm just like eager to start. For this week in particular, I was feeling really disruptive energy. Really, something I'm smelling smoke. That's very strange, as I'm about to talk about how disruptive this week is feeling energetically, and now I smell smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Interesting. Anyway. Yeah, I feel like this week is going to be really disruptive. I was kind of feeling like conflict, like almost like war-like energy. I'm not saying that there's going to be war. It just has that kind of intensity. There's that kind of intensity to this week. Just so you know, we are moving into Virgo season, starting literally on Monday. Happy birthday, Leos and Virgos alike. On the 24th, Uranus will go retrograde in Taurus at 18 degrees. On the 25th, Mercury will move into Libra. And then on the 27th, we have the new moon in Virgo at 4 degrees happening at I think it's 4:15, 4:17 a.m. East Coast time on the 27th. Oh, my camera feels a little high. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. Anyway, so yeah, there's this disruptive, war-like energy, shaky, volatile kind of vibe that I'm picking up on for the week. We got a couple tough aspects. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a week where we're all kind of feeling a little more ballsy. We're all kind of feeling a little bit more eager to stand up for ourselves, to fight for the things we want, and maybe even be a little defensive. It's also going to be a week of really, really intense mercurial energy. We have the new moon Virgo. We're moving into Virgo season. We also have, Mercury itself being in Virgo. We have Mars in Gemini, creating a lot of aspects, especially under the new moon in Virgo. That's a lot of Mercury. It's a lot of Mercury going on. So a lot of talking, a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of plotting. There's a lot of that. But we have some squares and we have some oppositions with some really tough planets like Saturn and also Mars. 2 of the malefic planets in squares or oppositions. That's tough. That's tough. That can create destructive energy, anger, resentment, fighting, conflicts, like all the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be a lot going on for everybody individually. I also think this new moon is going to be really important as far as world events are concerned, especially as we progress through the next few months into Saturn square Uranus energy, Saturn going direct, Mars going retrograde. Now I'm talking about the fall at this point. Things are going to get interesting. Again, I'm not worried about anything. I'm not scared about anything. Things happen and people figure out a way to adapt. You know, that's part of being human, is being adaptable. But anyway, coming back to this week, the sun is going to be square Mars. The sun, like I said, will be, the sun will be in Virgo, newly in Virgo at that. Sun square Mars energy, that creates a lot of irritation. That can create a good breeding ground for fighting and for conflict. People can get really stuck in their egos really easily. It's kind of like a fight of having more energy, like having more vitality, having more confidence, and having more of that, but having friction against a feeling of sense of self, against the sun, essentially, and expression as well, because we are talking about mercurial energies like Gemini and Virgo. So when it comes to dealing with people, I would just keep that in mind, that you might feel a little ballsier to stand up for yourself and to say certain things, to do certain things. And it's not even necessarily going to be bad. I mean, that actually could work out well in your favor because we also have Mercury trine Mars. Well, Mercury is in Virgo and shifts to Libra. And so that shift of Mercury from Virgo to Libra, yes, there's still that mercurial emphasis, but that Libra emphasis of communication and justice and balance and mediation, resolution. And also it's a sign associated with relationships. Could be beneficial if you need to say something to somebody, if you need to stand up for yourself, if you need to get something done, if you need to tell your boss what's what, whatever it is, express yourself. I recommend it. Just keep in mind, not everybody's going to react to you so well. Some people might be really stuck in their egos and throw some shit back your way. So just something to keep in mind. With Saturn square Uranus, this aspect is getting more intense. So I think I talked about this last week. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last week. If I didn't, oh well. Saturn square Uranus, Saturn's in Aquarius, Uranus is in Taurus. This aspect is an aspect that we really felt very strongly for the last couple of years, more so in 2020 when all of the pandemic stuff started. And now with both of them being retrograde, because Uranus is also retrograding, they're moving closer to each other. The closest they're going to come again while being in Aquarius and Taurus is at the beginning of October. And then they're going to start to drift away from each other again. Thank God. Because that's a tough one. That energy creates restriction, creates delays, challenges, feeling put in a corner, feeling a need for change and a need for freedom and independence. But there will be some external factors that will keep us pinned down or keep us from doing the things that we want to do or having that level of personal sovereignty in that way. And this is going to be a little bit more, I think, of like collective society expression of that. So we might see a little bit of a flashback to the beginning of the pandemic. It might be more in the realm of like, do I even want to say this? Banks, like banks, money, currency. Because, you know, we also have Uranus doing a lot of things in Taurus still. We might even see some more like pandemic-like stuff happen again, restrictions of travel happening again. But again, this is something that we're building up to, like all the way up to the beginning of October. And then Saturn will go direct and Mars will go retrograde and things are going to get really interesting. So just something to keep in mind for what's ahead. How this is going to feel personally is frustrating. This is a week of frustrating energies that make us feel restless, makes us feel a little anxious, and makes us feel agitated and irritated and ready to kind of just, again, say things to people and do things to make ourselves feel better. So pick your battles. Pick your battles. Try to really like maintain your own level of awareness and sense of self when you're dealing with people and trying to understand what it is you want and going after what it is you want. Having all this mercurial energy is also going to bring a lot of mental energy and more, how do I say this? An easier time trying to convince people of certain things. I don't want to say manipulate. I don't want to say that. But a lot of us are going to feel a little bit sharper when it comes to communicating what we want and trying to go after what it is that we want. So again, I don't think this is all bad. It just might bring in some conflict and some frustration. I definitely recommend having an outlet during energies like this when we have like tough aspects with malefic planets, and we have both with Mars and Saturn this week. I recommend having some sort of outlet for working out, being physical, because you might also be sexually frustrated. So having an outlet for that would be good. Again, just things to keep in mind. The other thing that I noticed that I thought was also very interesting is that this is more so in the beginning of the week. It's like still present throughout, but it really is prominent towards the beginning. We have Uranus in Taurus, Venus in Leo, Chiron in Aries, and the North Node. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not going to name all the aspects because it's too many. All of them are creating aspects with each other. Yes, all of them. All of them. I'm going to say it again. Uranus in Taurus, Venus in Leo, Chiron in Aries, and the North Node in Taurus. So instead of breaking down each individual aspect, I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on this. Looking at these aspects, I'm seeing opportunities for healing. I'm seeing opportunities for really getting into a very deep core place with our own trauma and our own triggers and our own wounding, especially around identity and sense of self and how we assert ourselves and how we feel empowered within ourselves. All of that. There's opportunities to transcend this. There's opportunities to really break away from trauma, break away from patterns, and also head in new directions with all of this. So I think that's really awesome. I also feel like this is going to affect any wounding we have around money, and also relationships, because we're also talking about Venus, but definitely money. I was feeling like big emphasis on money and materials, and how we assert ourselves around those particular things in our lives. Yeah, so that's a biggie. That's a biggie happening in the beginning of the week. Something I do want to focus on a little bit with the new moon in Virgo. Yeah, this new moon's going to be funky because it's a new moon, right? That's all about implementing new intentions, new habits, and especially because it's in Virgo, it's really talking about habits, really talking about what new ways of thinking or communicating or moving about our daily life that will bring us to a healthier, more balanced state of being. That's what new moon Virgos are typically about, or an opportunity for anyway. But with this new moon, there's such a tight square with Mars, with both the sun and the moon, because Mars is going to be at 4 degrees, sun and moon are going to be at 4 degrees, Mercury and Virgo, Virgo and Gemini. It's going to be a really intense mercurial new moon. And again, that's tough. That's anger. That's frustration. That's feeling like we need to assert ourselves, and maybe not even in the most healthiest of ways, to like throw our weight around a little bit. But then we have Mars trine Mercury also under this new moon. It gets stronger like days after the new moon, but still present. That is going to be nice. Like Mercury trine Mars, that's having us be sharper. We're going to feel sharper. We're going to feel more capable of communicating what it is we want and what it is we need, and also going about plans accordingly. But then we got Venus. Venus is going to be opposing Saturn and square Uranus. I don't like that. Just being honest. I don't like it. That's a lot of turbulence around relationships, and we already are having a little bit of disturbance there with the square with Mars going on, right? So yeah, that opposition with Venus, that square going on between Venus and Uranus, I mean, that's a lot of breaking up within relationships, or breaking up monotony, breaking up restrictive feelings, like restrictive dynamics, things that constrict us too much or make us feel like we need to rebel, like those kinds of things. I actually think it's gonna be a really great week to kind of be alone. Be alone a little bit, be a hermit, be a Virgo, be a hermit, work on your life, work on your shit, work on your daily task, work on your health, get yourself sorted. Especially if you are also utilizing that whole Chiron, Uranus, Venus, North Node craziness that's going on at the beginning of the week, to break away from patterns and habits that are born out of wounding, or like a wounded sense of ego, like a wounded ego, wounded sense of self, all of that stuff. If you have been spending time experiencing reflecting on your traumas, reflecting on your pains, all that stuff, there's also going to be a great new moon to establish new patterns, to establish ways about going about your life that are completely new and rooted in new ideas and new perspectives that really shed some old traumatic stuff. Okay, and that's not going to be for everybody, but it's there, it's present. So that's what's going on this week. So again, my recommendations: get to planning, get to organizing. If you need to talk to people, because you're going to feel more confident to do so. If you feel like you need to resolve some things with people, or you need to like not put people in their place, that sounds aggressive. It's like, if you just need something to be known, say it. Even if a fight happens, just say it. Okay? Be mindful that money, resources, currency, that sort of stuff might see some turbulence this week. And not just this week. I feel like it's going to be a continued thing over the next few months. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out also. Like, globally speaking, even just like country to country sort of a situation. I don't know. I feel changes. I feel changes there, but I feel like they're not going to really manifest in the physical until like way later in the year. Like we're going to know these changes are coming. We're going to see that clearly things are going to be changing or need to be changing. But as far as like pressing the button of these changes are now activated, these changes are now valid, these changes are now things we need to be living our lives by, I don't think that's going to be happening for months, but I think we're going to be feeling the lead up to it. If you are frustrated for the next couple of months and like kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, just keep yourself busy. Like keep yourself busy with things that make you happy and like joyful. And if you have personal goals, this is a great new moon to establish them. And just let yourself keep following them. And when the other shoe drops, it'll drop and then we can move on, right? Yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about the astrology. I do think for this week, obviously my Virgos, my Geminians, that's not how I'd say that, but my Gems, you're going to be the most impacted. No question there. No question there. Trying to see who else. Earth signs, yeah. Earth signs, Virgos, Geminis, first and foremost, the most highly affected this week, energetically speaking. Like you're gonna really feel the intensity of things this week. Yeah, and then Earth signs, air signs. Leos, you're in it too, but not as much as Virgos and Geminis for sure. Okay. Now, as far as where to look, where this is gonna be affecting you for the week, I would say 0 to 5 degrees Gemini. That's where Mars is going to be. Also, Mars is going to be in Gemini for a long time. Mars is going to be in Gemini until March 2023 because Mars is going retrograde in the fall. That's a long time. I think it equates to like, can I do math right now? Like 8 months, 7-8 months, something like that. That's a long time for a planet like Mars to be in a singular sign. Mars doesn't really like to be in Gemini too much. It can create a really awesome situation for creative projects if you can learn to harness that kind of ADD energy, because it is totally ADD energy. Mars in Gemini, when it's not retrograding, has a hard time focusing. It's like, because you have that mutable air going on, right? And you put it in and you know, we're talking about within the sign and context of Mars, which likes to be focused. Mars likes to be focused on one thing at a time. It likes to be focused on one thing, go for something, make shit happen. Gemini likes to think of a bunch of different things, see how they all kind of relate to each other, and then try one. Oh, wait, another thing. Like that's that's Gemini. So Mars Gemini can be restless. It could actually like innately be kind of irritating. Can make you feel a little bit on edge, and it really puts you in your mental space. It really makes you want to act out things that you're thinking or things that like you're wanting to say. So also maybe be mindful of your communication for the next 8 months. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So for this week, with Mars being in Gemini, I would look to 0 to 5 degrees Gemini for where you're going to be feeling this. It already feels agitated. It already feels like a angry, irritated, I need to make shit happen. I need to do shit. I need to try shit. I need to say shit kind of energy. Okay. And then for Virgo, oh, interesting. No, same. Virgo, 0 to 5 degrees. Virgo, 0 to 5 degrees. I actually feel like a really grounded energy with Virgo though, like intuitively as I'm talking about it. Feels very, very grounded. They're talking to me about Virgo. Yes. Virgo, 0 to 5 degrees in your chart for this week. Obviously, that's where the new moon is going to be transiting. I feel like it's going to help us to ground. It's going to help us to balance. It's going to help us to feel a little bit more like we got our shit together. It's going to help us to feel a little bit more calm as well. So I like that. I really like that. Those two houses are going to play off each other a lot under this new moon energy, which technically means like a couple weeks, but really more so this week. Excuse me. And what I mean by that is whatever's going on in your Virgo house, 0 to 5 degrees, is going to directly relate to how you're feeling and what you're personally wanting and desiring in your house of Gemini. So what would that look like? I'm trying to think of an example. Oh, I'm thinking about my chart, but my chart's a little complicated for this. For me, that's 3rd house Virgo and 12th house Gemini. So I would probably find a lot of grounding and a lot of personal balance with literally having new things going on in my everyday, like new relationships, new friendships, learning new hobbies, taking up classes, that sort of thing is probably going to help me to feel. Yeah, actually, it makes so much sense with Mars being in my 12th house, because Mars in Gemini 12th house, that is an energy of, I want to pick something up, I want to put it down. I want to pick something up, I want to put it down. I want to pick something up, I want to put it down. So, so that's going to go well. That's going to go really great with like a Mercurial Virgo 3rd house energy. So I'm going to feel more sane and a lot more functional if I have a lot more daily tasks going on that involve educating myself, that involve meeting new people, that involve working on my health, and having more of like my daily shit together, but all about implementing a lot of new things there. So that's going to be great for Cancer risings, essentially. Another example, so hard to think of them. I'm going to pick a random sign. Aquarius rising. Okay. I don't know why that just came to me. So for my Aqua risings, what would that be like? So Aqua 1st house, where's Gemini and where's Virgo? Hold on. Pisces, Aries, Taurus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Gemini would be 5th house. Leo would be 7th, which means Virgo would be 8th. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. So 5th house. Did I do that right? Freaking. No, I did that right. Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. I'm just making sure. I don't know why it doesn't look right to my eyeballs, but no, that's right. That's right. 5th house, working with the 8th house. Oh, that feels very sexual. That feels very, like, especially with Mars being in the 5th house. Yeah, Mars, Gemini, 5th house. I mean, like, that's also screams project. Like, that definitely screams a lot of creative endeavors and creative projects, like a lot of painting, a lot of writing, a lot of music, like that. I'm picking up a lot of that. But I do feel a lot of mingling, like a lot of flirting, a lot of, expressing sexual energy. And it's interesting because sexual frustration is going to be a thing this week. So for my Aqua risings, again, this just as an example, you might actually need to have both, like a creative outlet and a very social outlet to get out your sexual frustrations, and to get out some of this Mars energy, because that's going to go really well with 8th house, Mercury, Virgo, 8th house. It's going to go really well with that. I don't know why I'm getting the word neurotic. I'm getting the word neurotic with that. Why am I getting the word neurotic? Interesting. It might even help you to work out some things that you feel uncomfortable with when it comes to sharing them with people, or even accepting them within yourselves. Like, I'm getting the word taboo, I'm getting the word neurotic, things that are just part of being human and like human nature, but things that like maybe you might be ashamed about, or like other people might shame you for, like things that you really keep in your little Aquarius closet. You might find a lot of grounding in just allowing for space for some of those things to take place, right? So Aqua risings, make room for fun in your life. Make room for fun, creative sexual expression. It seems like that's actually something you're really going to benefit a lot from during this week. So moving on, let's go ahead and pull some cards. Let's do that. For the collective. I have a new deck. I don't know if I've used it with you guys yet. The Star Codes Astro Oracle. I love the illustrations. The art is amazing. I saw it when I was in Sedona and I was like, how could I not? How could I not? Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? Any messages or insights for the collective for this week? So a lot of self-empowerment that I'm feeling. Oh, excuse me. A lot of self-empowerment. Like I said, like everyone's gonna feel a little ballsy this week, and that's what I'm getting. It's like really, really big confident energy. Really big, like, you know what? I can do this shit kind of energy. For some of us, this new moon especially is gonna help us to set up a good like daily structure. To facilitate approaching things that we've been putting off for a while, or we've been kind of putting off embracing. I'm feeling Chiron going on there too. Actually, this came up in a session I had recently with somebody, where you've had in mind for a while the things you do want, or your personal goals or whatever, but you just haven't been quite ready. Like there's been something getting in the way, and it's probably relating to Chiron Aries, like that, like a pattern, a wounding, a something in that realm that's been holding you back from feeling ready to embrace whatever this thing is that you've been wanting, or to even embrace change or new direction. So you guys really got to let go of the past. Some of you have really been holding on to the past, and you haven't been aware of how much you've been holding on to it. Like old dreams, old wants, old desires, old goals that's like been so embedded in you because you either wanted it for so long, or you just saw that it's like other people around you wanted those things, and so it's just something that you absorbed over time. That's definitely something I'm getting for some people in the collective. Letting go of that energy, letting go of those dreams and those wants, those desires, because like it's not for the person you're at now, who you are now. Maybe the old you wanted it, another version of you wanted those things, and maybe not even wanted those things for the right reasons, right? Yeah, letting go of the past. Let's see here. Ooh, Vesta. Oh, I like it. We have Hearth with Vesta. See, aren't these cards so pretty? 32 breaking down to a 5. Big change going on there. Vesta's an asteroid. Excuse me. Just let you look at it because it's so gorgeous. Vesta is an asteroid. Vesta it says Hearth here, and Vesta definitely is associated with hearth and home, but Vesta is also associated with your own sacred mission, personal sacred purpose, our sacred work, the things that we live to do, like that we live for, that level of passion, that level of devotion. It is also associated with devotion because it's also associated with like celibacy and virginity, which is also something that's kind of interesting. But here we have Vesta. Again, this is not a week to sorry. This is not a week to be all up in other people's business. This is a week to really be focused on the self, to really be focused on how to be grounded, how to be balanced, what certain habits, what certain behaviors will facilitate you breaking out of old habits, old woundings, old patterns, and will also facilitate establishing your uniqueness, your level of independence, your own personal sovereignty. That's what this week is for. And to be very ballsy with it. To be very much like, no, this is what I want, this is what I need, and I'm going to protect it at all costs. I'm going to stand for it at all costs, even if it causes a fight, because it's just the right thing and it's you looking out for you. That's the energy of this week. So I'm really happy to see Vesta coming out there. Vesta right now is it in Aries? I believe it's in Aries. Let's see. No, it's Aquarius. I don't know why I thought it was in Aries. Late degrees Aquarius. It is retrograding right now. It's not really creating any strong aspects this week, and definitely not under the new moon. But in the beginning of the week, like very beginning, like Monday, and maybe a little Tuesday, Vesta is going to be square Mars and opposing the Sun. That's big frustration energy. Big frustration energy. Around understanding and embracing our own sacred purpose and our own sacred missions, our own sacred work, what we want to devote our lives and energy to, again, the things that we live for. I see pushback there, just in those two aspects alone. I see pushback there. I see frustration, feeling blocked when it comes to that particular part of your life. I think that's something collectively everybody's been kind of experiencing just because of the nature of the energies we've been having. And I do think as time goes on, there's going to be more clarity that comes through for people in their own time. But I just wanted to talk about Vesta astrologically because it did come out here. Okay. Any other messages or insights for the collective for this week? Love the rainbow on that. I just can't stop looking at it. Oh, and I just noticed the little rainbow ring. So cool. Anyway. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm not surprised this came out. I'm actually surprised we had such few cards. So now we have Uranus in reverse coming out. Change, does that represent change? Yeah. So like I said, Uranus is playing a big role this week. And it has been playing a whole big ass role this whole year, and it's going to continue to do so. Uranus is in Taurus at 18 degrees right now. It's aspecting the North Node. It's aspecting Venus this week. It's aspecting Chiron this week. Saturn, the square with Saturn, that's going to be really prominent for the next couple of months. So again, Uranus is really prominent, especially with the Venus square Uranus under the new moon. Again, that's really causing shakeups within relationships and money and currency and resources and all of that stuff. This to me feels like a lot of friction, a lot of resistance, a lot of unyielding is what this feels like to me. When it comes to being devoted to our sacred work. And sacred doesn't have to mean spiritual. Sacred is just something you covet. Sacred is just something that really means a lot to you, that's special to you, yeah, it's special, it's sacred. That again, something you live to do. Something you live to do, right? Speaks to who you are as a person. Uranus loves to get people to be in a place of being all of who they naturally are. And again, it just feels like there hasn't been a full surrendering of everything that's needed to embrace sacred work or to embrace your purpose on some level or another. And we're always, there's always phases of that, right? For example, the work that I do, right? You guys, for those of you who've been with me for a long time, it's like you've watched me for 4 years, which is crazy. That's been 4 years. It's really crazy. Coming October is going to be 4 years. And how did I start? I just started with tarot, right? And then I started to incorporate astrology, and then I started to do sessions, and then I like, you know, it's been all these little things that have happened, right? But it started with one particular thing, and it's built up into other things. All of that was sacred work, even if it didn't include these other elements early on, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, it doesn't mean that you don't have sacred work now, but whatever level you want to take it to, whatever level your soul's like, take it to this level, there's a block there. There's an obstacle there, because there's something about you, about the self, about perspective, belief system, that hasn't been fully embraced in order to make that happen yet. But it can happen. Overall, we have Scorpio. Oh God, in reverse. Ew, with Saturn in reverse underneath that. Investigate and structure. Both in reverse in challenging positions. Yeah, again, this to me just feels like, let it go. Let it go. Give in to whatever that part about you is. Give into it and try to flow with what you got. The fact we have both Saturn and Uranus here also doesn't surprise me. Like I said, Saturn square Uranus, really prominent aspect for the next couple of months, and has been for most of the pandemic. We just had a little break of it for the last, I don't know, where are we? August? So for the last almost year. Is that right? That feels right. Yeah, that feels right. For almost the last year or so, we've had a good solid break from it being like right on top of us anyway. Saturn in a challenge position, it's kind of like the rebelling against authority. And this is like rebelling against the rebellion. A little bit. Sometimes when things are rigid, sometimes when we have a lot of rules, sometimes when we do have a lot of obligations, sometimes we do have to honor those things. And sometimes we do have to be really disciplined and really structured and on top of our shit. And it feels like these are things that have not been fully embraced to go to the next level with whatever the sacred work is for you personally. But doing so requires you to move into a deeper level of who you are by embracing something you haven't embraced about yourself. There's a lot going on here. I hope this makes sense. Okay. Moving on. Let's pull some tarot. I feel like I haven't done like straight up tarot in a hot minute. I'm going to use my runic tarot deck. Love this deck. There's a balance to be struck here also this week and moving forward of having this deeper embrace, this deeper integration of who you authentically, uniquely are, right? Embracing parts of yourself that you've struggled to do so. Picking up parts of yourself, even tools to make you ready for whatever the next thing is, right? That part is very important. But also that level of responsibility that comes with Saturn and having to make sure you do take care of certain things. And sometimes we do need to have rules for and structure and discipline for ourselves and actually in order to be successful and to accomplish things and get things done. Also very important to kind of walk both those lines, okay? It's very similar to also finding the balance between being in this world and not of it at the same time. Any other messages or insights? For this week. And then I might pull a card for each sign. I kind of like talking about the astrology for each sign, but I know not everybody knows what their rising sign is. Hierophant. There's a lot going on in this one card. Ethics and morals is the first thing that I'm getting here with Hierophant being out here, but I'm also just getting like faith, personal faith and spirituality. What your personal rules are, your personal ethics, the standards that you hold yourself to. When it comes to faith and spirituality, devotion, thank you, devotion. Some of you are going to be practicing more devotion to your own faith and spirituality, but it's also devotion to yourself. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. Especially when we've really embraced ourselves and we've found home, we've come home to ourselves. We've also come home to God. We've also come home to source. We've also come home to spirit. And honoring spirit or God or whatever word you want to use is also honoring yourself. There's a seriousness with this Hierophant, though. I definitely feel a seriousness. What is the seriousness? Yeah, it's how you choose to be devoted. How you're going to choose to be devoted to things that really matter to you, that are part of your sacred work, that the things that you live for, the things that give you structure, give you discipline, will really come into focus this week. Even if that requires changes of some sort. Any other messages or insights for this week? Let's see. Three of Pentacles. Got some work energy going on there. Ace of Wands. I love it. But then we got this Nine of Wands, and there's an Eight of Wands energy there. Sometimes the Nine of Wands can feel kind of guarded. I don't feel that here. I actually feel resilience. I feel I'm not going to let up this time. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to stay diligent. I'm going to stay on top of things, and I'm just going to do my thing. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Again, devotion. That might be the title this week. Any other messages or insights for the collective? On the bottom, ooh, we've got Queen of Swords. I love it. It's interesting because Queen of Swords, it's Libra, but it's air energy. And that still always screams Mercury to me because it is an energy of discernment. Discernment of wisdom, of thinking and communicating and planning and that sort of deal. So I'm really liking this here. A lot of mental energy going on with Mercury and Mars. I actually feel like a bubble around this energy, around you guys. Definitely feel like this is your energy. It could be boundaries, but I'm not feeling that. It's like there's a safe distance being kept here to keep a discerning eye, to keep a good observant sort of stance, to keep yourself focused. Nice. To keep yourself focused, to keep yourself working on a plan, but keeping also your eye open for opportunities. And if you need to communicate, if you need to incorporate things with other people, that you'll be available for that. Yeah, because this person's in a state of reception. So yeah, it's like there's a safe distance. There's a safe distance here between the Queen of Swords and others, while the Queen of Swords focuses on herself or himself, but maintains an open eye, a discerning eye for opportunity. That's the perfect way to play this week. Perfect. Nice. Very nice. All right, so where are we at? God, 45 minutes? I know I talk a lot, but geez. I really do miss doing the astrology for each sign. I really do enjoy that, but I don't think my throat could take it. Yeah, we'll just do a card for each sign. So let me just write all of these down here. I'm going to try to do a timestamp because I always forget to do that. And then when I actually go to process it to post, it's like, I got to sit there. It takes so much time. Cancer. Wait. I feel like I'm always forgetting somebody. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. No, that's right. Virgo, that's right. All right. And then Libra. Scorpio, Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces. It always feels like there's more signs than there actually are. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. Just get a little sip and then we'll get started. Okay. I'm going to use Lightseer's Tarot. I was going to call it Twilight, just like so not the name. Lightseer's Tarot for this part. All right, so we're going to do the timestamp for Aries at 46:53. Okay. Can I get a card for Aries, please, for this week? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, Aries. Definitely feel humility. I definitely feel like a heavy heart. It's like, have you ever like had that experience where there's just been so much that's either been thrown at you or that you've had to think about or deal with, that like you just get to this point where you're like you just get to this point where you're just like, I'm just gonna sit here now and just feel dense and heavy. Like that's just kind of what I'm feeling with you. Like there's a tiredness, there's a I'm over this sort of feeling there. But I feel like there's been a lot of facing the self. There's been a lot of learning about the self. A lot of learning about the self. I do feel a lot of like new kind of relationships though. That feels really nice. Some of these people I think are mentors, are teachers, like literally meant to like come into your life to teach you something. But not all of them. Some of them are just for fun. I don't know if you're gonna get the Tower or what, but like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Can I get a card for Aries, please? Two of Wands in reverse. It wanted to be in reverse. It made that very the way it came out, it made that very clear. So Aries, here you are with the Two of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're literally having to sit down. Like that's the vibe I'm getting with you. Shit's been hard. I'm gonna take a seat. I don't really want to make big decisions right now. This can be an indecisive kind of energy or feeling like you're making the wrong choice, but I actually just feel like you're taking a hot minute for yourself to just kind of recover, to kind of relax, take a little time out. There's been a lot of pressure. I feel like you've been under a lot of pressure. And taking a break, I think, is good because I feel like that's where some more like self-reflection is going to come in. I think you need it. I think you honestly need it. Okay, Taurus. Okay. Can I get a card for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, you guys got two cards. Ooh, very nice. We have Hierophant and Knight of Pentacles. Literally Taurus and Virgo. You've got some strong integrity here, Taurus, very strong integrity. I actually was feeling a really strong and solid security with you. It even feels financial. I don't know if you've had some like new financial victories of some kind, but that's kind of what I'm feeling with you. Like you've got some new comfort. New sense of stability and security. It's keeping you warm at night. You feel pretty damn good about it. You feel pretty solid. Like that's how my Tauruses are feeling. With the Hierophant and Knight of Pentacles, both of these cards speak of loyalty, speak of integrity, ethics, morals, standards, that sort of deal. I feel like you've definitely had a shift in your belief system, but I don't feel like it's really new. I feel like that's something that's happened quite a bit ago. And you're kind of just sitting, again, yeah, you're just sitting in this really nice, solid place of stability and security within yourself, and you feel really damn good about it. You feel like you kind of elevated in your sense of self, in your self-worth. Integrity. Keep getting the word integrity with you and your morals. So I like it. It's really nice. It's really nice. You're really sticking to your guns. You're really sticking to your guns. You're really sticking to whatever this new thing is for you, a new belief system, a new job, a new sense of security, stability, whatever it is, you're really sticking to it. You feel really good about it. Some people might see you as being a little bit on a high horse, but you're not. You've just evolved. You've evolved, you leveled up, you've matured, you've changed, you you're better. You've improved. You've had a self-improvement, and it really shows, it really reflects, and it's really nice. What else here for my Tauruses? Yeah, you're just feeling really good. I like it. I like it for you. If you're not there yet, it's coming. It comes with some sort of shift in belief system or some sense of security, possibly even financial security, a big change. But like I said, I feel like the change has really already happened and you're just getting very comfortable and cozy in it. Nice. Good job. All right, Geminis. Let's see. Okay. Geminis. Can I get a card for my Geminis? I was just about to say before I pulled the card, what are you getting yourselves into? I felt like a very fun, mischievous energy with you, and you guys got the Knight of Wands. Okay, Gemini. Fire and air, essentially. I mean, actually, this is like fire and fire, but that Mars Gemini energy, and here you have fire Mars energy showing up here. Anyway, Gemini, you're getting involved in something or with someone. It feels fun. It feels fun, and I definitely feel like you're being mischievous. Good for you. Good for you. This is technically Sag, which is your 1-7. I wouldn't be shocked if you guys are like, you know, dating or whatever, or just like flirting or having fun with people. It feels fun. It feels playful. It feels mischievous. It feels very, very Gemini, but it feels like you're really in your body though. Like you're not really in your head about it. Yeah, like I feel like you're having a lot of physical sensations. So again, whether this is like romantic, sexual energy, or you're just out having adventures, it's a good look on you. So enjoy it. For my Gemini risings, where would Virgo be? Can I do that right now? Virgo would be, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Virgo would be 4th house. Interesting. So for my Gemini risings, Mars would be going through your 1st house. So you would have this very intense desire to be doing a lot with expressing yourself. Putting yourself out there. It feels like big spotlight energy to me for some reason to have Mars going through Gemini in the 1st house. But then to have Mercury in Virgo in the 4th house, that is like home and security. And it is also emotional security as well, and emotional nourishment. So very social for you guys. Even if you rub someone the wrong way, you don't really care. I'm definitely getting that too. You're just doing you. You're doing you. You're out and about, and you're having a good ass time with it. So enjoy. Congratulations. Enjoy that. Yeah, I also, sorry, I'm so stuck in this Gemini energy. I do also feel like you're taking care of your own desire and need for fun. It's actually rooted in your own emotions. Letting yourself be free, letting yourself be wild, not letting yourself be held back in any way, shape, or form, not letting insecurities hold you back. Ooh, nice, Gemini. Not letting insecurities hold you back. I feel like you've actually been doing some healing around the context of friendship and the context of community and the role that you play with people, especially in the context of groups, and you're just letting yourself let loose. Congrats, that's cool. All right, oh, almost forgot again. Cancer. Okay. Cancer. Can I get a card for Cancer? Ooh, Cancer, you guys got the full card. Can I get, I want one more for you. I could feel it. Yeah, I could totally feel it. King of Cups. Very nice. Very, very nice. Talk about living free, wild, and unencumbered. Cancer, you have reached a level of emotional mastery and security that is amazing. It feels pretty damn good. I don't know if you're doing a lot of like root work, heart chakra work, but you feel very rooted into the earth. Like very, very rooted into the earth. You've really learned to just kind of let things flow. and really just move forward with an open heart. You're feeling more confident to do that this week. Yeah, you're feeling much more confident to do that this week. You're finally ready to take that risk. You're finally ready to let go. Nice. I love it. I love it, Cancers. Congrats. All right. And not much to say. It's like, here you are, heart wide open, leaping forward with your eyes closed. I think in both of these. Yeah, both of these got your eyes closed. Just leaping forward and feeling damn good about it. And you're feeling really grounded and rooted in your sense of self. And you're letting go. Like that's something that's coming across really clear for you, Cancers. You've let go of something major that has really held you back emotionally. It's given you this next level of emotional mastery, and you're ready for whatever comes next. Congrats. That's awesome. That's so cool. All right, Leos. Okay. Hey, Clydester. Just woke up from his nap. Of course, just in time for Leo, right? Can I get a card for Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I was going to say something feels tough. We got 6 of Cups for my Leos. I felt a chain. Like a chain was tugging on me. I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. Remember what I was saying earlier about like there's a need to let go of your past? Leo, there's a need to let go of your past. I do feel like I do feel strong child energy there. Hold on a second. I do feel very strong childlike energy there. But it feels like dreams. It feels like dreams and desires you have, like how, like when you were younger or a kid. I feel kid though. Like how you saw your life as an adult. I feel like you're reflecting on that. You're remembering the things you used to dream about as a kid, the things you used to fantasize about as a kid, like when I'm 25, when I'm 30, when I'm 50, like, you know what I mean? Like you saw yourself at certain ages, living a certain way, having a certain lifestyle, a certain job, kids, or whatever it is, right? Living in a certain place. And there's reflection there. And I think some of those things that you wanted, what's the word? Was impressed upon you. Like you saw it around you, or the message of you, like this is the way. That message was like, yeah, I want to say impressed upon you. Not all of it, but some things. And there is this realization of you kind of need to let some of that go, because you're still living that out, but it's actually holding you back. It's actually causing you some sense of restriction. Because it was impressed upon you. It's not something that came from within. It came from externally, and it just was like taken and attached to. You need to let the past go. You're missing something too. You're either missing like an old version of you or an old way of living. How something used to be. It doesn't have to be a relationship. I feel like it's definitely more about just you. Like this is about Leo. You're missing something. You're missing how life used to be, or a job you used to have, or like where you used to live, or like your old friends, or whatever. You're missing something about the way life was once upon a time. But there is no going back. Sorry. There's no going back. It's the past. It happening. Time is not linear, right? But you can't relive being 19 or 25 or 33 or 44 or whatever it is. It was a moment in time. And you probably are a different person now. And you require different things now. It's okay to look back when you were younger and to be like, oh, damn, I had a good time. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with looking back and having nostalgia. But if you're trying to chase that and keep that in the present and like live that out, some things are fine to do that with, but I really am getting the intuitive impression that it's things that are really not true to who you are in this present moment in time. And it's taking up space. It's keeping you from looking at your life in a kind of a distorted rose-colored glasses, not rose-colored glasses, but like distorted context, and possibly chasing after things that are literally behind you. It's time to let go. Oh, Leos, that was someone had to hear that. Okay, Virgo. I was like, what? Thought I wrote it down. Okay, Virgo. Can I get a card for my Virgos, please? For your new moon in Virgo. Can I get a card for Virgo? Not surprising, you guys got Queen of Swords. It's a very prominent card here in the collective reading. So here we have our Virgos in this Queen of Swords energy. Reflective. There's God, Jesus, so much mental energy that just hit me. It's like you got a bunch of puzzle pieces and you're putting them together in your head. You're putting plans together. You're putting plans together. You're understanding what makes sense, what doesn't make sense about how you want to move forward and how you want to move forward in certain aspects or certain ways of your life. But you're really in the state of observing and being discerning, like very, very much exactly what I was feeling with the collective reading. Can I get one more for Virgo, please? Ooh, 10 of Cups. Nice, very nice. Yeah, this is a really great time for my Virgos to just kind of clear out the mental clutter, the illusions, the things that have been kind of clouding any judgment, because there's a lot of mental clarity with all this mercurial energy, and you're really understanding on a deeper level, and more complicated level even, of how to really approach just contentment. Just exactly what it is you want. That'll make you happy and make you happy to wake up in the morning and happy to go do this, that, or the other every day. 10 of Cups energy, being fulfilled and happy in life and home. Very nice. All right, Libra. Okay. And I get a card for my Libras. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For my Libras. I'm getting a prickly feeling. Something's uncomfortable. Something's really uncomfortable. I actually feel like you're kind of Libra. Like, I feel like you're getting sucked into a very like spiritual sort of period of time in your life, or at least during the week, just like a kind of very spiritual focus. That's the best way to say that. Focus on the spiritual, focus on the soul, emotions. That's what I'm feeling for you. It feels very reflective, very hermit-like. Definitely a lot of self-reflection. There's definitely some looking at the self here. You're needing to reconcile some things. I feel big spiritual growth coming in for you personally, Libra. Can I get a card for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's see. Wow. Not what I expected. We have the Emperor and we have the Four of Wands. Wow. So I feel like this has been a focus for you. Being king or queen of your castle. King or queen of your life. I want to be in control of my life. I want to be on top of my life and all the things I want to have involved in it. But I feel like there's been a struggle. Because honestly, with you, I just feel straight up like Neptune, like Piscean, 12th house, like very spiritual energy. Like that's like, I'm actually getting strong Jupiter with you too. I just feel a lot of that going on with you. So while this has been a goal for you, this has been a focus for you, maybe even focus on marriage and thank you, partnership. Of course, Libra. Of course. Of course. Some of you, it's been how to be the king and queen of your castle and your domain and your personal empire and all of that. But others of you, it's also been about partnership. What you want out of partnership. What you crave out of partnership. This is going to be different for all of you. Some of you, it's like, it's really more about like the romantic craving, I want to be with somebody sort of energy. Some of you, it's, what is my ideal partner like? I've been through so many relationships at this point. What is it that I actually need at this point? What is it about me that I need to or want to adjust to get the partner that I want to have, right? Sometimes we want to have a certain partner and we don't realize that, like, well, whoever we are in that moment in time is not going to be with somebody like that, or vice versa. Nothing wrong with that, part of the human experience. And others of you, it's a lot more self-focused about how to be your own emperor, how to be your own empress of your own life. So I'm getting it in like 3 different ways, but this is why I think it's such a spiritual sort of a phase and experience, because while this has been a focus to attain, hi buddy, no, he's sitting on my computer. Well, I guess it's not malfunctioning, so all right, you can chill. You can chill there. I love this cat. Anyway, so while this is the focus, there's some spiritual growth that, okay, well now you, Clyde, sorry, hold on. Now he's all moving around on it. Come here. Oh, you're so big. Oh my God, big boy. How did I get this notebook? Okay, I know, but I couldn't have you on my computer. All right. Fur babies. Okay. Coming back to you, Libra. So sorry for all the interruptions. This is why I think I'm feeling so much spiritual growth here. There's a need to really be honest with the self, to really truly see and look at the self and understand if this is the person I want to be, if this is the life I want to have, if this is the kind of partnership I want to have, I have to be at that level. I have to be of that caliber. What kind of life would I be living? What kind of things would I be doing? What kind of things would I never do if I really was that person? And going through that period of self-reflection to be ready for that, to do that. Okay, interesting. Scorpio. Don't know why that took so long. All right. Where'd the cards go? All right, Scorpio. Can I get a card for Scorpio, please? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You guys got 2. Ooh, nice. Nice, Scorpio, nice. We've got strength and justice. You are not budging for shit. You're not budging. God, you feel solid. You kind of feel like a wall. You kind of feel like a wall of energy that nobody can penetrate right now. I mean, it's kind of the case for Scorpios, generally speaking. But you're not backing down from things that you really want to have for yourself. You're not backing down from doing the right thing. You're not backing down from giving yourself what you deserve. It feels like you're gifting it to yourself. There is some Saturn energy that I'm feeling, which is kind of interesting because this is Leo Libra, right? But I'm feeling Saturn with you. If you're Scorpio rising, where would Aquarius be? Sag, fourth house. All this like fourth house referencing going on. Might be some family stuff. Might be some family patterns going on there, Scorpio, that might need to be dealt with in order to achieve this. Because I just feel such confidence, such willpower, and being like, for me to live my happiest, healthiest, balanced life, A, B, C, D, nothing else. Not settling, not budging, not giving an inch. And I definitely feel other people are involved here, Scorpio. So again, something I think with fourth house is very important for you. You're living your life with a lot more integrity and a lot more self-worth, and a lot of self-respect. I actually feel like you're kind of like walking around in the world, and as you're having different encounters with people, different circumstances, you're actually treating them differently than you have before, because it's like you're really, really prioritizing what is best for you, what you deserve, and you're not budging. I love it. I so love it. I so love it. It feels so empowered. It feels so empowered. And you're not doing it even like in a bitchy or aggressive way. Like it definitely doesn't feel like that to me. It just feels like this is the boundary. This is the standard of expectation. And I'm not budging on it. Some of you might actually be very proactive in seeking some sort of justice or resolution out. I am actually hearing a payout. Payout or payback? I'm getting the word payout, payout, payback, payout, payback, payout, payback. I'm getting those words. Yeah, some of you, I feel like you're being very, very proactive about it. You're seeking it out. You're seeking it out. Some of you are also doing this in the name of others, to stand up for others because it's just the right thing to do. You're kind of like a walking billboard for integrity and confidence in the right thing and just sheer willpower. Very cool. Are you Wonder Woman? Kind of feels like that. I think I'm talking to some Wonder Women going on here. And Wonder Men. I don't know if there's a Wonder Man, but you know, or Super. I guess that'd be Superman. I don't know. Anyway, moving on from those references. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. Saggy. Can I get a card for my Sagittarians? Or Saggies. You guys, okay, everyone's getting 2 cards. Let's see. Oh, 2 of Pentacles in the Chariot. You got a decision here, Sag. You got a decision, and I can feel it. Do I commit? Do I not? Do I tie myself to this circumstance, or do I not? Do I go for it? Do I not? It literally feels like there's a commitment or obligation in the center of this. It doesn't have to be a relationship. That can even be a job. That can be a job. That can be moving somewhere. It could be buying a car, because this is also Chariot energy. But it's definitely that. It's like it's some sort of investment or commitment or obligation. And you're like, do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? I don't know. That's literally what I'm feeling for you. What's going on for you astrologically? I can't help but think about the astrology part of it. Let's see. So that's 7th house and 10th house. Is that right? Gemini, 7th. Cancer. 10th house. Yeah. 7th house and 10th house. Oh, that's big. Those are big houses. Those are big houses to kind of to experience this kind of a new moon energy. Because 7th house is contracts. It's contracts, it's obligations, it's bonded partnerships. I call it the bonded partnership house, and I call it the mirror house because it's the 7 to the 1, right? So it's a bit of a reflection of what happens in the first house. Yeah, you're wondering if you need to be bonded to something or not, or obligated to something or not, and you are really not sure. You're not sure if it's going to elevate you or not. And there's almost a fear, hesitation of, what if I get into it and I don't want the responsibility? What if I get into it and I don't want to be in it anymore? like that's actually what I'm getting here. So you got a choice to make. You got a choice to make, Sag. Okay. Capricorns. I'm gonna just do 15. Okay. Capricorn. Can I get a card for my Cappies, please? It's very fast. Ooh. Ooh. Queen of Wands. I like it. I like it, Capricorns. You're shying away from this energy. Why are you shying away from this energy? Why? Why? You're shying away from your own inner Queen of Wands. Are you afraid you're gonna get tired? I'm like, I don't understand. Why are you shying away from this? Cappies, you gotta unlock this. You gotta unlock this energy, this achievement. You gotta unlock this. You're not unlocking this. I feel like this is literally representing like your magic, some cool ass shit you could be doing or just experiencing, but it comes from within. It literally feels like literally magic. Like it's your magic. your gifts, your talents, your passions, your fire, and you're not unlocking it. I feel like you're literally afraid of it. You're either afraid of it, or you're afraid it's not going to last, or you're afraid you're going to burn out. It's like, I feel like you're literally afraid of getting tired, or like you're afraid of maintaining it. Some of you, I think, are just even afraid of what it means to even go there. You're not unlocking it. Unlock it. Unlock it this week. Unlock it. Don't be afraid of this energy. Unlock it. Okay. Aquas. 255. Okay. Can I get a card for my aquas, please? Oh, excuse me. All right, so we got 3 of Wands. I like it. Oh, I swore I saw a big fat star here, like the star card. I was like, oh, you're looking at yourself. You're looking at the star. This energy feels really nice to me. This energy feels nice to me. It feels hopeful. It feels excited, even if you can't, like, you got plans in store. You got big plans in store, and they're coming, and you know it, and you're just kind of waiting for them to hit. You're waiting to jump in. You're waiting for the action to start. That's how this feels to me. You're waiting for the action to start. You're waiting for the fun to start, and you know it's coming. Something is coming. Opportunities with people. I'm really feeling people there. But you're just waiting because you know you're going to have your moment. And you feel good about it. All right. Cool. Nothing else to say there. That was very nice. All right, Pisces. Can I get a card for Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, I gotta keep track of time. Oh, crap. I'm late. I'm so late. Shit. How did that happen? I got so caught up. Okay, Pisces, really, really quick. Come on. Come on, Pisces. Give it to me. Come on. I was like, oh, yeah, I have somewhere to be. God damn it. Oh my God, and Pisces, of course, you land on some of the biggest cards ever. High Priestess and the Empress. My God, talk about a level up. Wow. Acting as your own counsel is coming through here. Massive growth. I'm getting a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas. Really leveling up here, Pisces. This feels amazing to me, and it feels like it's such a quiet process too. Like, people don't realize this is happening for you. You're getting big ideas, like seriously big ideas. I can't, like, this is exciting. Sorry, this is exciting. These ideas are really going to elevate you, and elevate everything that it is you want to be doing. I feel like people are not even going to recognize you and what it is that you're doing in your life. You're so aligned and you're so connected. I feel like you're just in total goddess or God mode. And it's really cool. So congrats to my Pisceans. I'm so sorry I got to rush out, guys, but I hope you really enjoyed this. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.